Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
We had an idea that they might come out and challenge the secondary, but I don't know if we thought it'd be right out of the gate on the very first play of the game. But they did so successfully, they've got to feel good about how things have started.
There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles, really put it on those receivers.
23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Now Jones. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Jones again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's third and goal. Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on third and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Nice run on first down. Gets him 6 yards to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A first down throw for Winston. This is Jennings. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Going deep for Diggs. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
So into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Winston on 3rd and 2. And Winston lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And they'll work work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Herbert now. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. Ronald Jones. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
Saw a touchdown, too. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Desmond Trufant. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. After the run, now Herbert to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good win.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
After the sack on first down, Winston looking deep for Jennings. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 2nd and 5. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Herbert. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! Ronald Jones. As the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep for Diggs. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. picked by Jeff Okudah. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Winston now to throw on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll go again here with Akers. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Jameis to throw it. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. A give running right is Akers. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got... the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Let's take it at around the 40. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's end...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again with Jones. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal. And trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. Well, now how about this return? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. First down, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 2nd and 7 from the 20. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Touchdown, Packers! Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Third and long, it's Herbert. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Herbert off of play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any.
And Winston lost the football. fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Vikings, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers.